Another beautiful day at the Daily Antidote of Song. This is day 1200. Thank you, Carolyn, for the reminder. A big, big round of whoops wherever you are in the world to celebrate day 1200. Wow, that is a milestone. We're hitting milestones here today. Thank you for being here. Let's give a big cheer and a whoop whoop to people tuning in on the live stream. This is the Daily Antidote of Song, brought to you by the good folk at Carpe Diem. And welcome to everyone in the room. Thank you, Jaden, for holding forth and setting everything up this morning or this evening, wherever you are. Thank you to Kevin. Welcome. Welcome, Mabel. Welcome, Delhi. Welcome, Arlene in Berkeley. Welcome, Sheila in Florida. Welcome, Susan. And welcome, Susan G. So welcome, Susan Miller. And welcome, Susan G. in Cincinnati. And welcome, Bob. And welcome, Bonnie in Boise. Welcome, Kathleen in Albuquerque, and Gary and Carolyn in Idaho, who reminded us it was 1200. And Carolyn in DC. Wow, really... your name twins are popping up on adjacent boxes this evening, for me at least. And hi to Michelle and Steve, and hi to Kathy. Thank you again for reminding us on the lands that we stand. Kathy coming from stolen Arapaho lands. Welcome to Ruth and in Birmingham, UK, and Sarah and Deborah in Kentucky, and Nancy and Anne in rainy Nashville. It is raining here in Pune as well, where I'm tuning in from, Pune in India. And welcome, Cricket, and welcome, Fred, and welcome, Hindi, and Nancy, and Carol, and Linda, and Annette, and Susan, and Bob and Brar in Massachusetts, and the Curly Tops, welcome, and Lisa, and Jane, and Hoda, and Amos, and welcome, Jojo. Hi everyone, and hope you're having a beautiful day wherever you are. Lots of love and lots of hugs, and so delighted to welcome today Nerissa and Katrina from the Nields, the fabulous folktastic sibling duo coming from Massachusetts. Over to you both.
Oh, it's so great to be here again. And Shruti, it's wonderful to have gotten to talk to you. And Jaden, thanks for hosting. We're going to do a song off of our brand new album. The name of the album is Circle of Days. And this song is That's What We Do. And it's a celebration of overcoming self-doubt and the creativity of artists and writers and musicians everywhere. So we're going to sing it through once. The chorus is, should we teach them the chorus first?
Sure. The first chorus is a tiny bit different. So we're going to teach you the second and third chorus. The words are, that's what we do, that's what we do, that's what we do, that's what we do. Just over and over. And you can sing really any notes.
Yeah. We won't judge you. And there's also like two options because there's a little bit of a call and response thing that happens. So you can follow the call or the response. It's up to you.
Should we sing them the chorus?
Yeah.
That's what we do.
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 And like that.
And the second time, she'll go first and I'll go second. Because we're sisters. We keep the love by taking turns. So,
yeah. Okay, here we go.
I never seen you in person. I don't know you at all. How's my face in your picture? Will you see me? Will you wanna know that I am ready for a fight? Will you tell me nothing I can say is new? Will you tell me to prove myself or else remove myself from your view? Well, that's what I do.
That's what I do.
That's what I do.
That's what I do.
Everyone has it in them. Everyone has a name. What makes me think I am different? What makes me think I know anything? Sunday I'm just a dilettante, but see me Saturday night. You think I made up the alphabet? Ha! I'm enlightened, but I have never even heard a nightingale sing. Why should you believe a thing I say to you? I have never been to the Holy Land, I wouldn't know which quarter to choose. Oh, that's what we do.
That's what we do.
Oh, that's what we do.
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 We tell lies and make new worlds. Find a way to hold the pieces. You told me to trust the words and listen, 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 listen. It's not about being special. It's not about standing out. It's not all about making it. I'm one of many. And if you told me that tomorrow all of this will end, I'd still want to spend my time the way I do. I'd still want to write one sentence that is true and sing it to you.
That's what we do.
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 Yeah.
That's what we do.
Woo! Everyone give it up for Nerissa and Katrina of the Nields. That was phenomenal. That was such a, I could feel the summer coming right, the summer breeze floating right up halfway across the world with all of that cheeriness and that joy. Thank you for channeling that and bringing that song to our lives today. That was absolutely beautiful. Just inviting all the folks in the room to breathe it in, breathe it in, breathe it in.
Well, I think that it is a summer song, and every song on this new record has a season that it's attached to, or even a day in the year that it's attached to, and this song definitely has the intention of being sunny and joyful and positive. And I wrote it for a group of writers. And the journey, I think, for every artist from self-doubt and insecurity to understanding that we each have a particular gift and it's not going to match anybody else's gift. We're never going to be Charles Dickens. And maybe some of you say, thank goodness about that. And others say, oh, but I really wanted to be exactly like that. But we each have our own beautiful gift. And the other thing that we were talking about is, I was saying Katrina read this book by Barbara Kingsolver called Demon Copperhead, and I'm now reading it. And I'm just blown away at how powerful art can be. And this book is so well written, it's so well crafted, and it's such a compelling story. And I just keep wanting to read and read and read, and turn pages. And it's also teaching me more about poverty and the opioid addiction than any news article I've ever read, because artists can get inside the human being. They can show us things that can't be seen otherwise.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. And I think it also speaks to a lot of work that people in this community as well are doing. Lots of artists, lots of people in allied professions, just sort of shining a light on things in the world. And from our conversation a little before the room opened, it really felt like there's a lot of things that you might want to shine a light on. So now that we're here, now that we're having this conversation, you said that the air was very alive. A lot of things are sort of very alive at this moment. And would you like to speak about that,
I mean, I
Katrina?
feel like it's hard for any of us to ignore climate change right now, right? It's reaching almost every corner of the world that things are different, things are extreme. Right around here, we've had some terrible flooding. Farmers have lost all their crops for the season, for the year, and there's extreme heat all over I think on 3 continents we're experiencing extreme heat right now, and then for those of us on the East Coast of the United States, we've been dealing with, and not just the East Coast, I guess most of Canada and a huge part of the United States are dealing with wildfires that are causing air quality to plummet. And it's giving us, I think, some awareness that there's places all over the globe that are dealing with this kind of air quality all the time. And I was saying that we grew up in the 70s and 80s, and I remember being in elementary school and being told that the future was going to involve all of us wearing gas masks whenever we left our homes. And now that seems like, oh, that actually might come to pass. That's a scary world. Mm-hmm. And it's hard to know. It's hard to know how things could change, given that it's so obvious right now what's going on, and yet we're still not able to steer the ship in the right direction altogether as a planet. Hopefully that will change.
I have a question because as I hear you speak about this, and this is something that all of us are confronting everywhere in the world. Like the northern part of India is also completely flooded right now, and there's been like rain has inundated a lot of communities, and you hear these stories again and again. I just wonder, how do you write such beautiful, cheerful music that just uplifts our spirits then? Because generally when I hear about these things, I tend to go into like a deep philosophical mode and go long and slow. And here I hear you just finding the light within and reaching out and pulling out this song and these wondrous songs like this. So I just wonder if you might want to share a little bit about that, perhaps.
Oh, well, I mean, no magic trick. It's privilege, honestly. It's just privilege. We have been privileged to live in this country where the air quality is usually good. We've been privileged to have clothes and food and education and live in lovely communities generally, and that's not the way everybody gets to live. So I wouldn't give us any props for, or at least me any props for being able to write happy songs, because generally my life's been really happy. And then the non-cynical answer to that is, I think probably the next, like there are plenty of very sad songs on this record. This is definitely the cheeriest song on the record. But I hope that there's always something that human beings can find deep inside themselves, or usually deep inside another person, that gives them the strength to celebrate something.
I just saw something recently that said, the world is all terrible. And then it said, but poets say, but look at this pretty butterfly. It's so lovely. And I thought, oh yes, thank God for the poets. And thank God for the people who are not just looking at the butterflies and who are paying attention to the fact that things are difficult and we need to do something. Both are so necessary to life. And I feel like we all gather here, you all gather here daily, because this singing, this feeling of community, it helps us move forward. It helps us say, okay, now it's time to get back to work. We need to give ourselves joy. We need to give ourselves strength. We need to pay attention. We need to pay attention to what's difficult and what's beautiful. And as humans, I think we also need to understand that just as a choir needs to stagger their breathing, we also need to know sometimes my friends actually can't get out of bed and they can't fight anymore. So I'll fight for them. And some days I won't be able to get out of bed and they'll fight for me. And that's how we take care of each other, right?
Right. We have to do this together. Yeah. And we have to be honest with each other about, our limits and our needs.
Amen to that. Thank you for speaking with so much kindness and empathy for the world. Thank you for your radiant selves. Where can we find this new album of yours? How do we listen to it?
You can listen to it on Spotify or Apple Music or YouTube. Probably, I don't even understand how to do this, but on Amazon,
awesome.
Don't do Amazon unless you have to. And it's also on our website, www.nields.com. There's a link to our online store, which is under Bulletproof Artist Management, or come to a show if you're nearby. We're going to be playing in Bryn Mawr, Pennsylvania this Saturday, opening for David Wilcox, and we'll be at the Falcon Ridge Folk Festival at the end of the month. Tomorrow night, we're going to be in Chicopee doing a free concert outside of the library there, the Chicopee Library.
And in September, we get to be part of this wonderful new festival called River Roads.
Yes.
That is a water justice festival, and it's filled with awesome people. It's taking place in East Hampton, Massachusetts, and Dar Williams is heading it up, but it's going to have Lisa Loeb and Amy Ray and Sweet Honey in the Rock and Sean Colvin and Heather Maloney, lots of wonderful, wonderful people. So we're really looking forward to that.
That sounds absolutely beautiful, and good luck on your summer tours and concerts, and we'll look up the album. I think Joe's put up a link in the chat for anyone who wants to get hold of that. And thank you for your presence. I wonder if you want to sing through the song again. And now that we know the parts, we will sing very loudly in harmony in our different corners of the world with you all.
Yay! Hooray! Good. Yay! Okay. Here we go. Let me just make sure I'm totally in tune. Don't want to disrespect any of you musicians out there, which means all of you. Okay.
I've never seen you in person. I don't know you at all. How's my face in your picture? Will you see me? Will you wanna know that I am ready for a fight? Will you tell me nothing I can say is new? Will I have to prove myself or else remove myself from your view? Well, that's what I do. That's what I do. That's what I do. That's what I do. Everyone has it in them. Everyone has a name. What makes me think I am different? What makes me think I know anything? On Sunday I'm just a dilettante, but see me Saturday night. You think I made up the alphabet? I'm enlightened that I have never even heard a nightingale sing. Why should you believe a thing I say to you? I have never been to the Holy Land. I wouldn't know which quarter to choose. What I do, that's what we do. 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 We tell lies and make new worlds. Find special. It's not about standing out. It's not all about making it. I'm one of many, and if they told me that tomorrow all of this would end, I'd still want to spend my time the way I do. I'd still want to write one sentence that is true and sing it to you. 'Cause that's what I do. That's what we 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 do. Yeah. That's what we do.
Aw, you guys, you're so nice.
Oh, I love watching all of you with your flutes and your voices and your puppets.
Hi, Carol.
Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you, Nerissa and Katrina. That was so gorgeous. And thank you for your music and your light and your way with words and your empathy. And let's give it up for the Nields, everyone.
Shruti, thank you so much. It was such a wonderful thing to get to meet you and talk to you. And blessings to you and best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Take care, everyone. Let's give it up once more for Nerissa and Katrina and their beautiful song. I'm left today with a lot of hope. So thank you so much personally, and take care. And thank you everyone for being here on day 1200, day 1200 of the Daily Antidote, brought to you by the good folks at Carpe Diem Arts. Big hug to Joe and Jaden for always holding the space. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Bob, Mabel, and the Bears. Thank you, Deli. Thank you, Arlene. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you, Susan Miller. Thank you, Susan G. in Cincinnati. Thank you, Bonnie and Kathleen and Gary and Carolyn in Idaho and Carolyn in DC and Michelle and Steve and Ruth and Sarah Page and Deborah in Kentucky and Anne in rainy Nashville and Cricket and Fred and Nancy and Linda on Orcas Island and Annette and Anne in Silver Spring and Jamie and Kat Cox and Martha Wagner, and a big happy birthday to Kathy, and thanks Lisa and Sandy and the Curly Tops and Carol and Jane, Texas May, and Aloysius and Hindi and Susan and Hoda and BC and Moon and Loriana and Jane. And let's say goodbye to our live stream family, wherever you're tuning in from. Thank you for being here. And if you just want to stick around, say hi, feel free to hang around